Alright. Let me make sure my mic is on. My TV is low. My phone is low. There's a ritual to these things. Alright. So, I got finished playing Far Cry 3 yesterday. Yep, that's right, I beat the game. Bought it, beat it. I bought the original 360 version, not the classic edition, which is supposed to be a remaster, because according to reviews I've read, the audio in that is scuffed. Ironically, the FPS boost was only for the 360 version, so the remaster for the Xbox One, which also costs more, by the way, is 30 FPS, while the 360 version is $20 and 60 FPS. Isn't life funny? So yeah, I finished Far Cry 3, and it was a good game. Far Cry is weird. I don't have much experience with the franchise. Essentially, I've played Far Cry Primal, because Caveman, Ooga Booga, hit big animal with rock. That looked fun. And that was all my prior Far Cry experience, Primal. Far Cry 3 is now the second Far Cry game I bought, and wow, how jarring was it to me when so much of what was in Primal felt familiar to me in Far Cry 3, but that just confirms it, man. Because of Far Cry 3, I mean, it kind of doomed that franchise, that series, because every game since then has just been a weird copy and paste. Now, I'm not one to review games. If you want to look at a nice synopsis of Far Cry 3, I would introduce you to Pyrocynical's Fat Cry 3. But it was a nice game. You know, Far Cry games are very good junk food. They're very good at giving you that power fantasy. And I really liked how there was,
5, 4, 3,
there was an effort to attach the main character to the atrocities that you're doing. So, by the way, what I'm doing here is I'm doing shuffle mode in duels. Because now in duels, there's no more archer, so I can play shuffle mode without being switched to an archer. So how it works in duels is every time you die, it's going to spawn you in as a different class. And why am I playing duels? I know. I couldn't really tell you. Oh man, this dude, I've went up against him a bunch of times. This is pretty much his entire playstyle. He's just gonna keep me at range using his one-handed sword. It's whatever. People play interesting in duels. Some people make a lot of mistakes, like dodging a lot. Other people keep you at range a bunch. I mean, this is definitely one of my least favorite playstyles to go up against. But it's whatever. He's not very good at reading feints. But yeah, I figured something nice and chill to do in the morning. It was a good game, though. Good music. It was definitely an Ubisoft game. You know what that means. You could tell it was an Ubisoft game. If you counter every hit in 1v1s, you're not going to get much damage done. Bad time to do that. Yeah, it's definitely something I've learned from observation. In actual 1v1s, if you counter every attack, you probably won't land that many hits, because counters don't guarantee any damage. You can just block the exact frame you're countered. Oh, that felt nice. And that too, it'll lead to you getting killed. So definitely work off of those riposts. It was a good game, though. It was definitely not no waste of time. Again, it was just really jarring, because Primal came out in 2017, I believe. And dude, the fact that there are so many animations and stuff taken straight from Far Cry 3 that were in Primal. I've also been playing in first person a lot with one-handed weapons, I noticed, because I want to get back to going into first person a lot. It's just the audio issues and stuff have really turned me off, but I was watching some YouTube, like I didn't have the audio in the game, and I was playing in first person with Rapier, and I was actually doing pretty good, solely in first person in both free-for-all and duels, so that's why I kind of gravitated over here. So basically, if I'm using a two-hander that's not like the longsword or maybe, I don't know, the Danax, I'm probably going to use third person, but for most one-handers and stuff, I'm pretty comfy in first. It's definitely... Far Cry 3 is definitely one of those games where you can tell it was an experiment. It, you know, changed the genre of Far Cry, because I don't know anything about Far Cry 1, but I know Far Cry 2 was a very, very different game. A lot more gritty, a lot more survival focus, managing this malaria disease, making sure your weapons are in good condition, actually taking care of allies that could help you with missions and stuff. They're drastically different games, almost nothing comparable between the two of them. But I think it was a smart diversion, you know, to enter Far Cry into the mainstream. Obviously, a booming success for them financially and critically. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy I played the game, you know.
4, 3.
It was definitely one of those things that I had to get off the bucket list. Look at that tight-looking man, Mason Knight. So yeah, hopefully I can just chill on this for like 3 or so hours, because it is 6 o'clock. Do not ask a single thing regarding what time I woke up, as that is not important information that you need to concern yourself with.
It's victorious. 3, 2.
Just improving play and relaxing. I wish I was better at playing games and talking about other things that aren't tailored to the game that I'm playing, but I've never been good at that, so that's why I keep going back to Far Cry every time I get a break. But there's not much I can really say about it anyway. It's a good game. It's got jank, Ubisoft jank especially. The audio in that game is surprisingly low quality, despite being a AAA game. Mostly on the NPCs and stuff, though. What are you doing? I don't know if it's one of those games that you really need to get off your bucket list, because the funny thing is I actually just recently watched pretty much everything about the game in that video I mentioned made by Pyrocynical. So I played the game having known pretty much the entire storyboard of it and what happens, almost when it happens, and yet I still went around playing it, because to me spoilers don't affect me that much. I'm very good at just not letting those things bother me, or I don't know, my mind is a good way of just erasing whatever I read or saw as I'm actually in the moment. I don't know. Spoilers don't get to me that much. It's a weird thing, though. But even still, I had a good time with the game. Its pacing and stuff is interesting. And there definitely were a lot of interesting design choices in the game. Like having, you know, the main antagonist not actually be the main antagonist. I'm sure they couldn't have imagined the reception that their character of Voss would get, even though they placed him on the cover of the game and stuff. But it was very interesting seeing how he was an underling to another main guy, and then when he's dead, like, you can tell that they knew he had a lot of weight in the story, because when you're in the QTE with him, when you're supposed to kill him, should I say, kill him in quotations, they even play the game's ending, the game's ending credits music, theme song accompanying it. So I'm sure they understood how they wanted to structure the story and where Voss fit into it. But yeah, that reception they got clearly was crazy, because man, they plastered him a lot in Far Cry 6. He's at the end of the game, at the end of the credits. Their first DLC is about him, and I think honestly they could do themselves a great service with Far Cry if they just keep it tailored towards, I don't know, the events that happen in Far Cry 3, and that's it, because with all these other entries, notice, no one talks about them. When I look at reviews about Far Cry 6 and how, like, it's the definition of insanity in the sense of the Far Cry franchise, it just never evolved since 3. Pretty much, people talk about Far Cry 6, and all the comparisons go to Far Cry 3. Because 4, Primal, 5, they're not different games. They're all identical in how they play. Maybe not the story beats and stuff, but they don't come as close to connecting with people the way that Far Cry 3 did. That's why in discussions, people talk about 3 and nothing more. I've never heard anyone talk about Primal, I've never heard anyone talk about 5, I've never heard anyone talk about 4, except that Troy Baker was the main villain, because of course he freaking was. He's in every goddamn video game known to man.
2, 1.
And now that they've pretty much confirmed that Voss isn't dead or something, or like they want to keep him in the franchise or whatever, now that they're really banking on the success of that character, I think if they could do themselves a great service if they just focus on the cast of 3 and where things could go from there. Maybe focusing on other characters that are predetermined, could still be alive, other things. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go on, play the game. I really think they could do themselves a great service there, and also potentially like ending the series there as well, because as I mentioned, past 3 they haven't evolved. They haven't made another game really past Far Cry 3. No one talks about these games. They just talked about 3 and the villain of Voss and stuff, and how they made a great story that connected the character and the actions they were doing to, you know, the world around them. How Jason turns from the soft, you know, adventurous nobody to psycho murderer who is just infatuated with the jungle and kind of indoctrinated by it. So it was definitely a good game. Definitely a solid. I'm not picky with games. Like, if it's comfort food like Far Cry, I mean, I'd give it like a 9, honestly. I mean, the story itself, like if you subtract the repetitive open world nature of the game, it's a very fun sandbox, you know. Ubisoft knows how to make these games fun, but evolving it past that is kind of where they start to struggle. And the story of Far Cry 3 is definitely a good one. It's got some strange pacing, of course, you know, with open world games that are bloated with other stuff. There can be some ludonarrative dissonance in how the order that you do things. Like, you know, the story's supposed to be pretty urgent of rescuing your friends and stuff, but you can just sod off for 10 or so hours and go and do all the side content before you help your friends and stuff. But if you don't look too much into that, it's definitely a solid game. Fun gameplay. You know, they evolved the franchise. I had to give it a bit of leniency because although I played this game already via Far Cry Primal, I have to remember that this was the first. This is where the formula came from Far Cry 3. And especially for it being the first in the entry, comparing it to how I played in Primal, how it played in Primal, not much has changed. But I definitely can recall some improvements seen in Primal. Oh god, dude, this is so not interesting. I mean, you see the thing with this playstyle, right? I mean, he's just keeping me on the edge of his screen. And it is... I don't like chasing people down. I definitely don't, but since it's 1v1, it's the only option. I'm not gonna back up away from him. It's cheap though, $20. Yeah, this dude cannot read things. Really now.
The order is victorious.
By the way, this is that Mason Knight I was telling you about where I changed him to look like the Fight Night cover dude. I'm pretty proud. I definitely need to read these kicks better. Of course, it has been about 2 or so days, so I'm going to be a bit rusty.
Fight!
The suit could be a lot better if he played normally. Instead of trying to cheese like this. Because a lot of the playstyles I notice in duels revolve around this, constantly backing up away from the opponent, making them chase you with like the fastest weapon in the game, or dodging after every hit as a vanguard. No. And I get it if you're scared and don't know what to do, but I think if you really want to improve your gameplay, you have to evolve past that. You have to get used to the back and forth and stuff. But there are a lot of nerves that run around in duels, which is understandable. You know, no more distractions finally, especially for console players who haven't had this option for months in the game. This is something to chill on, though. I do wish you got more stuff for it. You barely get any gold or XP for these matches. because I think the way that system works is how long the match lasts rather than how well you perform. Of course, the only way to reliably confirm that would be if I did absolutely nothing for an entire team objective to see how much I could get, which I could do, but I wouldn't have fun doing it. I'd have to just run around like a headless chicken, and someone would see me and kick me. You can't just see a level 600 not doing anything the whole match and not get suspicious. Yeah, they're running into the same, like, 3 or so people. It's expected. It's early in the morning, about to be 7. I need to eat something. I might just make a sandwich, like, halfway through this, if you don't mind.
4, 3, 2.
Wow, this is the first time I think he's switched. So let's see what he's going to do, because now, I mean, he definitely can't, Ouch. Now, you definitely can't play in the same way you were doing with that one-handed sword.
It's victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight!
I respect the change, but is he going to change how he plays? Yeah, he has a really hard time reading these feints. But that's why you play these modes, to improve your play. We were all bad at some point. These tournament dudes were worse than us at some point. Oh wow, nice gamble. I was expecting a jab. Reason why he's getting me with a lot of these kicks is because before he was jabbing immediately after a block, which is actually pretty smart if you're going to start suddenly kicking after a blocked attack. Because the jab after a block is instantaneous. It's probably the fastest riposte you can do. So to juxtapose that with a kick is pretty smart, actually. Here you go, sir.
Agatha is victorious! Match point. Agatha. Fight!
I'm also playing this hoping that the server browser comes soon, because the development plans for this game have shockingly shifted. Who could have guessed? Nope, read that feint. So now that they spent all this time getting these hotfixes out, the winter event, the Christmas event, will still have them. However, the next content update, the big content update 3, with the new team objective map and stuff, and what they described as raid-type content, is going to be pushed to early 2021. Not surprising. Not surprising. Here's hoping that for the Christmas event, the game can remain playable so we can engage in that content. Because legit, I spent one day with the Halloween content, and then as soon as the third hotfix comes out, boom, Halloween event's over. No more pumpkins, no more funny decorations on some maps, boom, just like that, which is just hilarious. So funny.
Arena!
Another really funny thing is, as soon as I finished Far Cry 3, I was like, let me play some Shiv now. Matchmaking was apparently busted. They put out a statement on Twitter and stuff. Ew. So I just went straight to YouTube and then passed out. God, that was funny. Is this 290? 250? There's like 3 dudes on Xbox on this game that their gamer tag is just a bunch of numbers. And I don't know if they know each other, but it's very funny to me.
The order is victorious! 3, 2,
I'm sure as time passes I'll run into other people.
fight!
I'm really just here to chill. This is ironically, duels are the most lackadaisical mode. Because free-for-all at times can be filled with incredible players, and when there's so many of those great players hitting you in the back and stuff, and sometimes people even team in that mode, ugh. And then team objective's an entirely different thing. So I figured on this mode I can actually relax and use little brain function. This person's really good at countering slashes, but nothing else.
The order is victorious.
Also, again, all those counterattacks will get you killed. Notice, I don't counter that much in this mode. I've learned. You're not going to do your special, are you? Stop it. That looks strangely fast. What if I do this and just keep slashing? Will we hit each other? Oh, I hit her first.
The order is victorious.
Come on, I know 250 is better than this. I've seen them play. Or maybe I'm getting them confused with one of the other numbered names in this game. Right over my head. Oh, that was disgusting. I know, so I'm quitting after these matches because it's faster than waiting for the cutscene to play, than the 30 seconds it takes to then say next match. It's really bad, the matchmaking after the match. Thankfully, in between rounds and stuff is a lot quicker now. And the startup, because it skips the warm-up phase and stuff, thank God. I do kind of wish Shuffle played after you beat someone instead of just dying, because it kind of looks weird immediately switching. There was one point where I had a battle axe, I died, and then I respawned as a short sword ambusher. You know how that looks? It looks like me giving up. Before this, I was actually just using the rapier in first person. But since I was running into the same people, or I am running into the same people all the time, I figured I can play Shuffle mode. This is also definitely the best mode to observe how you play and how others play, because this is a drastically different setting to all the other modes. Biggest mistakes I see people do is really just dodging a lot, way too much. Even with the shield, dodging is just taking up stamina. And countering. If you go to counter every attack, you will not get damage. You just won't. God, I cannot believe this out-of-breath nonsense is still a thing. They left a nice feedback thread on Reddit. I've definitely posted some complaints there. The out-of-breath breathing is not one that I put, because I figured, surely this will be resolved.
Agatha is victorious. 3, 2.
I miss this armor set. It's a classic. Oh, there we go. Wait, am I on shuffle still? I am, but it's... Oh, because I killed myself. I didn't know it would work like that. Okay, well on Courtyard I can at least do that 2 times.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Reason 4, if I didn't explain why I'm mostly in third person with these two-handers, is because drags are significantly more important. Just basically a lot of maneuvers that require my camera to be away from the enemy if I was in first person. Like doing these extremely exaggerated slash drags, I can't see what the person's doing. Like, I'll try to demonstrate, although 257 doesn't seem to be playing at their best right now, so probably won't get too crazy. It is nice to play first person. It's much more satisfying. It's just way harder, especially for me. If I didn't mention, in Chivalry 1, I only played in third person. I couldn't play in first person. It was horrible. It was not a fun experience. But that's less the fault of, well, I don't know what actually. Basically, Chivalry 1 on console is horrible, and I don't know how anyone could play it first person in that choppy game. Think of the stuttery movement on Chivalry, right? First game. Think of the already funny movements and stuff of back-breaking maneuvers. Compile that with 30 FPS that makes everyone look like they stutter and stuff. It was absolutely horrible. I have no idea how dudes could play in first person. I would always play in third person pretty much either right behind or over the right shoulder. So of course it would translate a lot better for me playing in third person in this game. I do kind of miss the different perspectives. That was an option they gave you in the first Chivalry. You could switch between 3 third-person angles. Behind your right shoulder, right behind you, like how it is in this game, or behind your left shoulder, and then back to first person. It was just a little thing. But I can understand them removing it and just making one camera pretty good. Definitely seemed like an experimental thing.
The fighting pit. Arena.
There were also a lot of things in Far Cry 3 that showed its age, like Skrillex dubstep during some missions. It was weird playing that game and knowing how experimental it must have been for Ubisoft. But I'm glad it paid out for them. I wish they did more with it, though. Not 3 in particular. I think 3 was a great game, but the franchise and stuff, instead of being known as the Kings of Mediocrity because they always make the same freaking games.
Fight!
Do not ever underestimate the Polak Special's range. I swear this is... that Polak Special, its range is longer than the two-handed spear, or the lance. You're not going to do your special attack, are you? She can't help herself. She just wants to counter every slash she sees. It's going to get you killed, plain and simple. It would be nice if continuous music played in this mode of all modes, you know? Heck, they could even play the constant 2-minute music. That was very unfortunate.
The order is victorious.
Can you decapitate with this special? No. Oh, you can splat because, yeah, they turn it around.
Mason. Fight!
What was another funny thing with that game? Oh my god, was that a counter overhead? You know what that's called? It's called learning. Let's go. Very good. Yeah, what was another funny thing about that game? A lot of the voice acting, especially for the factions, I swear, outside of the main characters, or, you know, the side characters and the main character Jason, there's like 3 voice actors in the game. 1 for each faction, I swear. Maybe there's 2, but you will hear the same voice over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's very humorous. There were some design choices that I wonder if they were intentional or just an oversight, like dead bodies don't appear on the map. So, say you kill an animal and a bunch of foliage. If you don't remember where you killed them, you might not find them because they're not put on the map. They're buried under all this grass and stuff and all the shadows of the trees. It can be very hard to see the bodies of the things you slayed for loot. Also, the way money is handled in that game, basically you unlock the weapon. The most costly thing in that game are the weapons, which you buy from the store, but they become free as you unlock the radio towers, of which there are 18. So, you know, you know, by the time you unlock these things, you probably have already just bought them. That's another thing. If you ended up buying the weapon that becomes free with the radio tower, there's no bonus or compensation or anything like that. Oh, nice. Very nice. It's very strange. Overall, though, the game's very good. Oh yeah, the Messer was nerfed. Its overheads do less damage. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what? Oh, okay. The last couple times I've been hit with the Messer overhead, it was doing 60 on regular, 70 on heavy, but then I'm hitting for the regular overhead damage. I did not mean to pull out a knife. I pressed the left keypad by accident. That is not what I wanted to do. But apparently it's back to 70 and 80. What? Maybe they just hit me in the leg every time. Okay, yeah. With another one-hander, I'm comfortable with staying in first person.
The order is victorious.
Because with one-handers, dragging and such is definitely not as important or as useful with how counters work in this game. You can drag, but it won't actually change anything. They'll still counterattack you. People always make me chase them down. Aw, I tried to drag that overhead.
The Order is victorious! Match point, Mason.
What's that, a rapier?
Fight!
Oh god, this dude was freaking out with the rapier. I don't know what the hell he's doing with this thing. I'm not sure if he knows what he's doing with this thing. It was also very weird going back to another Ubisoft open world game, because when I really think about Ubisoft, how many of their freaking games are open world nonsense that they do not evolve from? Assassin's Creed is open world, Watch Dogs is open world, Ghost Recon is open world, Far Cry is open world. God, I'm trying to think of other franchises they have, but obviously those are their biggest mainstays. Besides Rainbow Six, which I'm sure broke some developers' hearts hearing that they weren't going to make it open world. God. Again, I was very hesitant to insult the game and how similar it was to what I played, because again, it was the first. You know, this was before Ubisoft became kings of mediocrity. This is kind of, that game was kind of like one of the catalysts. Is this a different person? Oh wow, thank God. Alright, let's go, sir. Oh, what a shameful miss. Okay, if he's gonna be dodging this much, I'm gonna have to be in third person, because he's dodging outside of my camera. I was gonna say, don't get killed while I got no weapon in my hand. Yeah, that is the one caveat to me being in first person. If dudes are dodging, I can't see them on my screen. No. Oh, very nice. You know how rare it is someone does a feint into kick? I should have reacted to that.
3, 2,
I'm going to need a lot more liquid, by the way. I haven't drank anything. You're playing, right? One-ended spears are a weapon I absolutely despise, especially using. Like, fighting, screw that. How about using this damn thing? They made these weapons so boring. I revved up a stab there, but apparently did not. This dude already has no stamina, I think, from all this dodging he's doing. Yeah. Wasn't waiting for it.
the Order is victorious. 3,
I'm also very hesitant to jab in this mode.
fight!
Holy hell, dude.
Is victorious.
Very funny. He's only dodging to the right. I'm not paying attention to that much.
2, 1, fight!
Nice.
victorious! 3, 2, 1.
What level is this? I don't think I checked. Okay, yeah. Wow, you see what I mean with these one-handed weapons? It's really hard to get the timing right with these drags to where you avoid the actual counter timing of them. Yeah, he wants to jab me.
The order is victorious.
The jabs can be read pretty well. You obviously have to move into the person because jabs have absolutely no range. I don't know when he's looking at me like that. That's the DM. My audio is messed up. I'm pretty sure you can hear it. There we go. Yeah, let me unplug my mic real quick. Also, I would definitely not recommend using a shield in a duel, because if you're going up against someone who knows what they're doing, you guys are probably going to get into a back and forth for a while, and that shield will probably shatter. Is there anything else I can really say about that game? I mean, it looks good, it holds up well, it was released at the end of 2012. So just before 2013, which is I think when the next-gen consoles came out, the PS4 and the Xbox One. So it looks good, it holds up well. Its art style is actually kind of weird. So the lighting and stuff looks good, the water and stuff looks good, the freedom looks good, you know, movement and stuff in the world. But one thing that stood out to me was the character models and the way they popped in and stuff. It almost made the game look cel-shaded. And the cel-shaded art style is like Borderlands. Just the way they contrasted to the world around them. I don't know, it's hard to describe. I don't think they were cel-shaded. I don't think that's the style, but I don't know. That's how they looked in the world to me.
3, 2.
Okay, I'm running into some different people now. Nice.
He's victorious.
Also, apparently there is a delay with riposte or something. So that delay I mentioned last time, where my attacks weren't coming out. Oh, God, come on, dude. Let's play the game. That is apparently a known issue, which is making them feel unresponsive, because that is exactly what it is. It is not being responsive.
2, 1, fight!
I really wish I didn't have to chase so many people in this mode. I mean, what is this? What are you doing? Wow, heavy mace stabs do that much damage? 60 damage? Same as the slashes? What the hell? How much damage do the stabs do? Heavy stabs. I'm gonna have to kick him or something to get this. 90 damage. That is the exact same as the heavy slash. Wow, okay. I'm just taking this as another point against the mall. And it's absolutely atrocious stabs. Come on, play the game. Let's go. I don't know if he's playing the game. I don't think he is. Oh well.
He's victorious.
Yeah, number one thing I need to work on in this mode is definitely my reaction to kicks. It's just that these people that I'm fighting, these dudes that are using the one-handed sword, they're not stupid. They're using all the mechanics, especially when they start jabbing you. When someone starts jabbing you, I think that's when you're most susceptible to kicks. When these dudes jab you as their riposte, it's very scary. Because you gotta closely look at them to get a read on what they're gonna do. And they can also fake that out. Again, jabs, you have to move into the opponent because they have so little range, but someone can do that and just absolutely kick you. Or even worse, they could block an attack, feint a quick riposte into a kick. which is pretty reactable, feint into kick. But still, if you're not ready for it, if you're not ready for it, anything can get you.
Arena.
The out of breath breathing, dude. It's a sick joke.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
Using a shovel.
Drink me in. Agatha is
Just
victorious.
gonna jab there, but not at all. And he's gone. Shame. Just another reason why, you know, a dual server would be much more helpful. Someone could leave, then you could just look at the next person and fight them. Because this is clunky and slow. Release the server browser. God. Sickening. You know what would be very... Oh god, you know what would be very funny? If you got reverted into a default in duels. God, that issue will never be fixed. I don't like that it counts Mason and Agatha wins in this mode, by the way. It does, which I think skews the stats a bit. Because if you play Arena, does it really matter whose side you're on? I don't think so. I think that should only matter for team objective. Not even TDM, really. Yep, dude. I realize, yo, people take this game way too freaking serious. Which is very sad. You should not. You can't. For the sake of your psyche, you can't. This game's too broken to take seriously. You're doing yourself a disservice. And just stressing yourself out over nothing. Sure, losing in a fighting game sucks. But the cool thing about this game, compared to other fighting games, is you can actually learn. Like, if I'm getting beat up by a Jade in Mortal Kombat 11, and I don't play Jade, what am I learning from getting beat up? Just that person's overall playstyle? I'm just gonna get upset, they're gonna keep whooping me with that low-tier character. In this game, you can actually learn stuff from people that are better than you, instead of getting upset and holding a grudge. Like, friendly competition's good and all. You know, when you mess around with someone, that's cool, but I mean, if it gets that serious, then you need to seek therapy. Even in a mode like this, I mean, it explicitly says it's unranked. Just try to learn if someone's better than you. If you go into duels, expect to get beat up. There should be sweaty people in here. You could always run into much worse people. Like, to be completely honest with you, I don't like fighting half the people I run into in this mode. Like that guy with the one-handed sword that makes me chase him down and stuff, I absolutely despise that playstyle. That one where I have to chase the person down and the Vanguard who dodges after every hit, or like that other one-handed sword dude, that is my least favorite opponent to fight. But, I mean, I'll cope. Learn from them, and then beat them up and be satisfied. And even if you lose, who the heck cares?
1, fight!
Interesting. Look at that recovery. Yeah, those things have no range, so you definitely can't do that. So me doing this is going to respawn me as a different class, because I'm on shuffle. Arrow cam, if you didn't know, that's how you use it. That tip pops up all the time. Okay, I did that to test if he was playing or not, because I've seen people do this, where they sit still as a bait attempt. I don't get it. Oh well. I wish people would just commit to the back and forth instead of trying to find a cheesy strategy. I don't know if it's the fear, because there definitely is a lot of fear, I'd say, in this mode for people. When they, excuse me, when they start panicking when you feint and stuff, and so they resort to, like, constantly backpedaling and having you chase after them, but you're not going to improve by doing that. It's not going to work. Especially on better players. Against newer players, sure. Because they're going to get impatient and upset and just walk into your attacks, and probably even just let you kill them. because they've just given up, but I will absolutely challenge it. Just doesn't seem too fun to me. It seems a bit try-hard. But I will consider it a stepping stone in people's path to learning. Again, the best players in this game sucked at some point, many years ago. I could just imagine them as little babies with these knight helmets on.
2, 1, fight! Yes, my lord.
Smutty! Smutty! Who else would I find in this mode? Who else would I find in this mode but Smutty? Okay, so Smutty is turned into an incredible player.
3, 2, 1.
Want to become famous?
Fight! Apologies.
Wait, 1 second, Smutty.
Have faith! Good will prevail!
Oh, that was a slash.
Agatha is victorious.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to get around those jabs. There's things against jabs that I want to practice, but the thing is, no one jabs consistently in this game, except a handful of players. Oh, that decapitation was very clean.
3.
I have to play very differently here. I'm careful with how I counter, I'm careful with how I jab. There's a lot of observation in this mode. Yep, read that, because I know somebody's not stupid. I was trying to miss that and let them pick up their weapon, but well.
Match point, Agatha. Fight!
That's one of the things I want to try. If I hit somebody, I need to try that. Well, that wasn't a crouch dodge, that was more so just a regular crouch. However, that does help avoid jabs. I noticed dudes that crouch and just move in a weird way, it's very good at avoiding jabs. Because again, the range is non-existent. I wish I could reliably practice these techniques, though. You know what would really help with that? 2 things. Chat on console, server browser. Oh, they also mentioned that cross-play parties and stuff, you know, playing with anyone from any platform, is still a top priority and might be coming soon. I don't know if they said might be coming soon, but something they are, of course, still looking into, which is nice. I just find it very funny how they said should be coming very soon before the game launched, and here we are, I think, 5 months later, still begging. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I hope I keep running into people like Smutty. So if I could be a bit analytical on that confrontation, that showcase between me and Smutty is why I avoid using a lot of the mechanics in this mode. Counters don't lead to damage. When you counter an attack, either the person's going to commit or they are going to feint into another attack. Counters aren't that scary in these high-octane 1v1s, because you know the person has very limited options. Riposts are much scarier because they're faster. They can be feinted into anything. Counters cannot be feinted into kicks. But they can be feinted into jabs, among other attacks. But again, they don't guarantee you any damage. Riposts, of course, don't guarantee damage either. But they're a lot better as manipulation tools. And jabbing. Jabbing in these duels versus people who know how to move and stuff is quite risky. If you know someone's going to jab, you can just take free damage when they try to take their turn back. Again, these are all... another good thing about this mode is it helps you kick bad habits you might have had from Team Objective. In Team Objective, especially Team Objective, a couple months ago, I was very accustomed to, like, dodging after every attack and stuff, and that does not work in these modes. Nice overhead. There's a way you have to play. You have to change the way you play, really. strategies that work in one mode will not work into the other when there's no distractions and stuff. So, yeah, when I get the ambusher, I feel very guilty. Because, like, especially against newer people, it's very easy to beat them with one-handed weapons. My turn. Nice. I don't know if that was a reaction or not.
Victorious!
It's all part of the learning process, though.
3, 2, 1.
Can I pick up that longsword before you rush me? This dude's kind of in my face.
Lion roars!
Also, special attacks. Very risky versus competent players. Specials are not hard to dodge at all. When you see a special, unless it's like the one-handed sword or a very fast one-hander, you can kind of dodge it reliably on reaction. And I really like doing special attacks. So that's something I have to learn. To put the pause on. Another reason why I feel guilty using the ambusher in this mode. Those throwing knives, oh god, they're so obnoxious.
Agatha. Fight!
Don't give up. There's one more match. What are you doing? A bit dangerous, that. I do wonder what the new player experience on this game is now. Because, see, there's only, like, 3 of these games in the world, right? And only 2 of them have players now. This and Mordhau. Now, when this game came out, especially for people newer to the genre or didn't have much access to it, we were all learning together. It's been almost half a year now. I think pretty much the strategies have been set in stone, the metas have been set, people have learned how to play the game, how to use its mechanics. I'm really curious what the new player experience is like. Outside of the technical issues. Like, if you're brand new to this genre and you see Chivalry 2 as the latest installment, and you get into it, what's that like? Of course, you also have to have the right mindset for it. This is a very easy game to turn off your brain to. But again, turning off your brain means you're also going to get beat up equally. And if you don't want to lose, then you're going to have to put in some effort. Is this Smutty again?
1, fight! My blunder. Long live Agatha!
I would hate to use a dirty one-hander versus the tyrant that Smutty has become. Oh yeah, see again, with the jabbing. Very, very risque.
3, 2, 1, fight!
I wish I was not using these one-handers. I'm sorry, Smutty. I'm sorry. It's not in my control.
3.
Okay, I just quickly switched to something with two-handed weapons because I feel horribly guilty of using one-handers versus such a respectable player. Again, see, if you know someone wants to jab, you can turn that into free damage. Oh man, the Messer. What a gross weapon. One-handers are a weird discussion in this game. Some really good players don't mind. Some really good players absolutely freaking hate these things. No! Another reason counters are dangerous. So that was a crouch dodge I did there versus that jab. It seemed to work. More testing will need to be done, though. I wonder, like, if you wait a second, would the jab then connect? Come on, Smutty. You're better than this. Ouch. Ouch!
Jason is victorious.
My input got delayed there.
Maybe lie down for a while.
Match point. Agatha. Fight! For honor!
Okay, see, there, I was crouching. But I absolutely did not avoid that. Oh, that was good. Those are some good overheads. Good job. So, yeah, I did another crouch dodge, and I got caught by that jab. But maybe it's because I was in an attack. Because when you do the attack, you obviously don't do that twitch backwards. So maybe if I swing, stop attacking, crouch dodge, maybe that could work against these jabs. Just need to find more people who do it once you hit them. And see, it's stuff like this. I am level 650, and I still don't understand all the consistencies regarding the jab. Because not enough people use the mechanics in this game.
Arena!
Okay, I have to make sure it's not another respectable player that I don't want to bully with one-handed weapons. Okay, I don't know who that is, so I will gladly bully them if it gives me a one-handed weapon. Man, you know how cool shuffle mode would be if you could change the options that it shuffles you to? Like, I only want to shuffle to two-handed axes. I want to shuffle with no archers.
2, 1, fight!
I want to shuffle only between the shield classes.
I would love to.
Ooh, nice. I did not mean to jab there. Yeah, it seems very comfortable with countering slashes.
Victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
After landing a hit, block, and crouch dodge. Well, I don't think my friend here is using the mechanic too much. Is this the whole plan?
The order is victorious!
Also, if you didn't know, they changed it. Weapons don't stay on the ground now in this mode, which really sucks. Ooh, slash to slash, very nice.
The order is victorious!
Man, I really feel like the better player there.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Well, sure it happens, eh?
I keep expecting this person to jab. Because they don't seem stupid. Maybe a bit impatient when it comes to countering every slash they see. Oh wow, nice. And that right there is why I only use two-handed weapons in third person.
The order is victorious!
I could not see what the hell that person was doing.
Match point, Mason.
Because I went for that drag.
Would you give us a minute to cut a deal? Please?
Ooh, nice stab. No, I overextended.
Agatha is victorious!
Thing is, though, in that scenario, I'm probably just better off
Match point,
regarding
Mason.
how to
Fight!
block the jab. I'm probably better off just blocking the jab, because a lot of people don't expect that. That was unnecessary. Yeah, if you block the jab and then just do an instant fast riposte, that catches a lot of people as well. It's not as flashy, though. I just think if you're going to incorporate a block, you might as well just take away the crouching part of it. Because if you can reliably crouch dodge them, then that means free damage. Usually. But blocking it, if they then react to the block, then you go back into the exchange. You could, I guess, dodge, but I don't think you can attack fast enough to then punish it.
tournament crowd.
I want to see if there's a way to punish
Arena.
dudes who go for a jab. Odal the Great, okay. Now that it's 7 o'clock, I'm running into a lot of new people. Good. Because that guy with the one-handed sword was turning me a bit crazy.
Three,
Speaking of,
2, 1, fight!
since he's also using one, I will match him. Yeah, with a one-handed weapon like this, I absolutely will use special attacks. Did you mean to switch to the inferior one-handed sword? That was a risky stab, because I knew he was moving in the wrong direction.
They shall die.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so he really wants to switch to the one-handed sword. I mean, the short sword. Oh, wow, I was going for a stylish finish. He was not having it.
The order is victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
I only feel no guilt here because he's using the same thing. Why are you switching to the short sword? Okay, in this scenario, like, cancer weapons versus other cancer weapons, the short sword is definitely worse than the one-handed sword. Like, he is switching to the worst weapon, and I'm not sure why.
The order is victorious!
He's trading slightly more speed for everything else. Less damage, less range. That is not the play there. I'm sure he's having fun. I'm better.
Is victorious!
So much better.
Match point, Mason. Fight!
I wish there wasn't all this emotional guilt that came with using these weapons. I'm sorry. Blame the shuffle, not me. Out of my control. Jabs can use a quick short-range strike to gain back initiative even if they can hit, or deliver a faster than blow on a low-health opponent, but they can't break a block. But they can't break a block? I've jabbed weapons out of people's hands. What are they talking about? I've jabbed weapons out of people's hands before. But it can't break... They can't break a block. Interesting. Another thing that would probably have to be tested. Maybe it's a bug in the game's combat system. Can you imagine if there were counter specials? Oh god. It's nice that they put all this, but I'll tell you, I've never learned how to play a video game from reading. Or, like, guides and stuff. Now, that's just me, of course. I'm sure there are guides that are genuinely useful, but especially when it comes to reading things, I think when you start reading stuff like this, it really... Your brain starts racking ideas that just don't work into practice because you start overthinking things and how to use them. Like, it says here, jabs can be used as a quick short-range strike to gain initiative back even after taking a hit. You might then exclude jabs from ever being used until you've taken a hit, when that's absolutely not at all the only usage of a jab. A jab is very good at just constantly pressuring someone before they hit you. It's very scary to a lot of people. And it forces them to be on their guard a lot. Like that guy who was kicking me a bunch earlier with a one-handed sword, he was kicking me so much because he would also mix in a bunch of these jabs, and you almost can't react to a jab, so it put a lot of fear in me. Also, what the hell is going on? I know there are players in this game.
Greetings.
Dude, I don't know if I have the heart to replace this helmet. I mean, this helmet is just really good. Look at it.
Onward for the light, brother.
It's so funny. Excuse me. By the way, in case there's any confusion, the Mason Knight in this cover issue, what the heck? The main menu is just holding a one-handed sword that's been made a little bit longer so we can hold it like that. It's got one of those new skins. Which, another thing that pisses me off, the lighting, the lighting here makes it look almost golden. No, it does not at all look like that in game. That's just because how they have the lighting set up, so it looks extra pretty. These dudes at Tournament are really like teasing the player base on cosmetics and stuff. I remember the announcers in free-for-all and stuff, they would have impossible cosmetic combinations. Like Vanguard helmets on knights and stuff that would look really cool, but you couldn't actually wear it. Different levels, different types of metal on the armor. The announcer on Wardenglade free-for-all, he had a really shiny Dreadnought armor that you could not wear. The Dreadnought armor never got that shiny.
3, 2, 1. Fight!
There's a two-handed weapon I can pick up on this map, right? Yeah.
Long live the order!
I'm sure that kick was accidental. He's not even looking at me. Really quick.
3, 2, 1. Fight!
Yeah, I don't want to just abuse this guy with one-handed weapons. Although, he seems to be a bit dopey. He's having a hard time finding me. Give PC aim assist. Unless he's on Xbox, he's on Xbox. Dang it. Wonder if his aim assist is turned off.
2, 1. Fight!
I just played better. This is also another reason why I avoid the duel mode a lot, because you get matches like these, and this isn't fun for anyone. I'm sure he's not having fun. I know for a fact I'm not having fun. There's barely any gameplay in this. I mean, look at him. He's struggling just to look for me. But I do respect him coming into this mode, maybe trying to learn something.
Point, Mason.
Be kind to your opponents as you beat them up. I definitely do not feel obligated to play differently in these types of scenarios, because again, console people don't have chat. There are a lot of elitist weirdos who think when you run into somebody who's obviously not that good or just not as good as you, that you should alter your playstyle. I don't know, to me that seems really disrespectful. If I knew someone was handicapping themselves because they could probably whoop me playing normally, I would feel quite disrespected. And maybe that's because I'm already at really high level in this game and I know how it works. But I don't know, as a newer player, I would not feel the greatest fighting people that were purposefully handicapping themselves. It's kind of the same crowd of people that are like, you're obligated to switch to a losing team if you're stomping them. What? It's not my fault. It's out of my control. Just don't do anything to purposely piss the people off, and I mean, you're not guilty of anything.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight!
Alright, Wood. Starting off with the block like this is Dark Souls.
Agatha is victorious!
Now, Rapier is one-handed weapon that I feel no guilt in using, because this thing is just inferior
2,
in almost every aspect to other one-handers. If I know he's gonna do heavies, yeah, if he's gonna do heavies after every hit, then I can just gamble. There you go.
He's
That was a
victorious.
very nice wooden bonking sound.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Show me some respect. Don't you dare throw your arsenal at me. Oh, yes. See, that right there is why I'm doing my slash counters with the alternate. Notice when he's getting counter slash, he's immediately looking to the left because that's where it normally comes from. So I'm using the alternate and keeps hitting him in the back.
Fight!
Don't you dare start throwing knives at me, you scum. Treat me with respect. Hold this doll.
He's victorious.
Novelty items are very useful in these modes.
Match point.
Put away the shield, don't even realize you have something in your left hand.
Hail, brother.
I really like that fashion. That looks really good. I think I'm gonna have to copy that.
He's victorious.
What's that? Cowled mercenary with a painted soldier? That looks really nice. I'm the ambassador of originality, and yeah, I'm copying that. That looked... I really liked that.
I've got your back.
When it comes to fashion in games, I get a lot of it from copying people, because I have no creative ideas when it comes to character customization, so I will absolutely just look up something on YouTube or just look at the people around me if it's the type of game that allows that, and I will just pilfer nice-looking ideas. I know in Red Dead, both in single-player and online, all of my fashion is just copied, because there are like fashion subreddits and stuff. Which, if the person isn't using PC mods to get unobtainable stuff, I will definitely wear that drip. Excuse me. X-derps. I think I fought this dude a little while ago, but I could be mistaken.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
Maul, I respect it. That was not supposed to hit him. Do you see how low FPS his cloth physics are? Now that is a good-looking hammer right there. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm telling you, stuff in this game actually looks really good. It's just the faces, in my opinion. Well, that's a bit of clipping.
15 seconds.
Okay, if he doesn't come back by the next round, I'm just gonna back out and look for another person.
The Order is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight!
No? Okay. I feel no pride in stealing XP off of an AFK person. Now, it is quick to assume, like, oh my god, why are you queuing up and then going AFK? People have lives, alright? Children to take care of, significant others, jobs, you don't know. Don't assume the worst of people who are AFK in a game. Maybe they're getting dinner. Who knows? They could be laughing at you. Do you think about the people that you kill in other games? I know I do not.
Tournament grounds.
At this point, I'm just checking who I get matched up with to know if I can use a one-handed weapon or not. It's funny. Level 25, I would feel absolutely horrible, but I mean, chances are I can beat him with anything. Level means nothing, though. There is this dude in free-for-all, I won't give away his name, but he was level 25 as well, and this dude is a savage. Either that was a Smurf account, or that was not his first rodeo, because that dude was savaging everyone. I also gotta remember to incorporate crouches to avoid the forward dash. That forward dash, when you attack, really makes me miss a lot of my moves. No, 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 you have to stop kicking. Come on, sir, let's play. You can learn some things, let's go. Who knows? Maybe his baby started crying. I'm gonna give him like 30 seconds. Yes, let's go. Good patience. Very good patience. Seems to learn where to turn. You got the kick.
Is victorious.
Don't give up. Especially in fighting games, man.
2, 1, fight!
Never give up. If you're gonna give up, as a matter of fact, just at least keep attacking. Don't just stand there and submit. Look at these kicks. He's such a gamer.
The order is victorious. 3, 2,
Have some pride in yourself.
fight!
Stop it with the throwing stuff. Is he gonna kick me? There you go. He has no stamina, which is why he swung.
The order is victorious.
Yeah, when most newer players are low in stamina, to not get disarmed, they just gamble.
Mace.
That's something I've noticed.
Fight!
More experienced players, they try extra hard for counters. Oh, the spacing. Nice. I refuse to take your life while you give up. Let's play. I absolutely refuse. I will not. I will not strike him down when he's like this. I don't care if he's on PC and typing stuff in the chat. I don't give a crap. You will put up a fight. Because you are better than this. You got me effed up thinking I'm gonna just do this and not feel shame. Let's go. Yes. Look at that heavy slash. Incredible performance. That was a good attempt. That was a good attempt.
We are well matched, I'll give you that.
God, it does not bring me any freaking glory attacking dudes who give up. It's like seeing a depressed child in school sitting in the corner of the room. Hoodie up, headphones in, head down, but not sleeping. Hell no. Like, this isn't Dead by Daylight, where when you give up, it's cute. In this game, if someone gives up and just sits there, do you know how sad that looks and makes me? Now, if they gave up and did something like the begging emote, that'd be funny. But just to stand there, hell no.
Courtyard! Arena!
So I wonder, when that person was hitting me with the messer overheads, they must have been clipping my feet every time or something. Because I remember he killed me once, 60 damage. He killed me with a heavy overhead, 70 damage. I do think messer overhead damage reduction is in order. Because, man, 70 damage just like that's crazy. I think there's too many one-handed weapons in this game. God. No, I refuse. Also, I don't know if I told you, No Life, but the Lion Spire banner cheese is easier now than it was before. Basically, instead of running when it's at like... Instead of running when, you know, it's at the end of the word courtyard, you pretty much wait till it's almost completely full, and then you run, because Agatha respawns at the bottom of the bridge, and when they run up the bridge, they're in a deserting zone for a couple of seconds. It's so stupid. And also because the chase mechanic doesn't work, so if you're not right next to someone as they run, you're not catching them. I'm gonna give this like 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and bounce. I find it absolute comedy how they addressed the cheese. Galencourt cheese is fixed. That one is fixed, but Lion's Fire banner cheese is just been made easier, like testing, you know? So funny. Also, if you own a computer, the original GTA games, 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, the originals have been put back on the Rockstar launcher as part of their apology to the absolutely atrocious launch of the Definitive Edition. Console players know, though. We're still stuck with Definitive only.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
shoot.
Fight!
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I thought he was moving into jab me.
It's victorious!
If only Bilbo Laggins is here to tell me what his
3,
name means.
2, 1.
What I feel mostly bad about, though, is the ping. That's unplayable ping. I'm sorry. Very nice counter stab, sir. Oh, it feels so good.
Agatha is victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
Honestly, playing this game with like 90 ping and above is really bad. So to double that, I mean, that's just horrible. I don't know why I keep putting these people in the wrong region. Shoot.
Skilled in the arts of war? You can't all be peasants!
Does this game have languages that you can toggle? Language. No. None that I can see. Alright, well, this dude gave up, so I'm gonna look for another person. Granted, though, I mean, his ping was horrible. Yeah, does this game have other languages? I would love to hear the Mason Man-at-Arms in Chinese. Doesn't look like it. Unacceptable, Zorn Banner. Just move! You want to play this game with a functioning ping? Move. Join us. I could just imagine every time someone complains in PC chat about them getting put in the wrong server, everyone just spams America. America.
I've got your back.
What the hell is... I think... Was this in Chivalry 1? Why does this look oddly familiar to me? That helmet. Especially the name. Maybe it was. I know the pot helm was. Really nice they brought it back. Ow?
Arena.
Now, is Ow an OG name? I'm going to check right now. Doubt. They are not in my recent players yet. If I look them up... Ow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think so.
Fight.
Oh yes.
Alright, Ow. Let's go.
Agatha is victorious.
I think after the match they'll be put into recent
3,
players.
2,
But the Ow that I saw was
1.
last online 8 hours ago. They have a creeper profile picture. Okay. What are you doing? I hate people that play like this.
Agatha is
Okay, he clearly
victorious.
knows how to counter slash, but what is he doing?
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Finally, some initiative.
Agatha is victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Dude. Dude, come on. You can't be afraid. Nice stab.
Agatha is victorious.
What do you think he says when he gets hit?
Match point.
Yikes.
Fight. Agatha is victorious.
Boy, didn't that feel good. Is he in recent players now? Let me search for one before I check. Nope, was not original. ID number 5650. Shame. It is cool though that on this game it doesn't show those numbers, so you can actually look like you have a cool gamer tag on Xbox on this game. Even though it's really unoriginal. Speaking of unoriginal, the name Bilbo Baggins. Oh my god, it is one of the most unoriginal names in the history of the gaming sphere. I see a Bilbo Baggins name in every online or co-op video game. Just recently, a couple hours ago, I was killed by none other than Dildo Schwaggins. A very good twist on the name. But other than that, I see Bilbo Laggins, I see it backwards, Baggins Bilbo, some other variation of the name Laggins or Schwaggins, whatever the heck. I am sick of seeing that name. And if you have a friend who has an iteration of that name, tell them that they are an unoriginal, talentless hack that needs to change it. Lest their online identity be null. Dante the Moose. I think I've seen this guy before. You know, it's a weapon I honestly avoid using a lot, the Danax. I see it used so many times. I don't know why. It's a good, fun weapon, but ugh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Almost seems cheesy to me how I see people use it. Okay, so Dante is much better than his level would have you assume.
The order is victorious.
Okay, let me try to get a read on this thing's damage real quick, because dudes say it hits the exact same as the War Axe. Alright, if he stays as the footman, I would like to get a heavy slash on him. Okay, 82. 82, 70, 94. 82, 70, 94. 82, 70, 94. Please be a footman. Okay, good. 82, 70, 94. Alright, War Axe. Same, I'm gonna try to hit him with the same attacks. Damn it. I need to now hit him again. With those 3 attacks. 82, 70, 94. 82, 70, 94. 82, 70, 94. 82, 70, 94. Alright, let's go. I think he did an overhead to overhead. That's not a heavy. Damn it. He's gotten so much better. He refuses to let me hit him again. I need to see the numbers. 82, 70, 94. 82, 70, 94. I have to keep repeating it. I think I should just start kicking him. 82, 70, 94. Yo, so the Danax does hit as the same as the War Axe. That's crazy. Why? This thing is so much slower. I bet their stabs are the same too. Nice overhead. I'm half expecting this dude to jab all of a sudden. What about the executioners? 82, 70, 94. I know the Dinax hits harder than this, so I need to see the numbers. No. 82? 70? What the hell is with the two-handed axes? I didn't realize the damage was that weird on this class of weapons. What the heck? I mean, in a way, doesn't that just make the Danax objectively the best one? Because, what the heck? It hits the same as the War Axe, but it's just faster. The War Axe is slower, with more range, but range isn't that important of a stat against two good players. And slower, yeah, it can be manipulated, but who cares about manipulation when the Danax can then just gamble you? Wow, what the heck? That's weird. That's weird. That's really weird. Half full.
Arena.
Half full. It says the Danax has longer range than the Executioners and the War Axe with less damage. Okay, game. Okay. Wow. And the only outlier, of course, is the Battle Axe, which hits much harder. Smutty. Oh shoot. I'm so sorry.
Retreat!
No. Oh god.
Is victorious.
That was so stupid.
3,
I can't.
1.
Oh my god. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever done. Ah, overextended that overhead. Overextended that overhead again.
The order is victorious.
Oh my god, my heart. That was really funny.
3, 2.
Let me not ever do that again. Out of respect. Oh, the battle axe.
Victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
We crumble!
Nice catch. You know what you can do against good players? Gamble them. Oh yeah.
Victorious!
If good players like to feint, and feints
point.
mean gambles, which
Mason.
means free damage.
Fight!
Yes. We crumble!
Oh. Oh. Oh, the battle axe.
Join the order.
Still making those mistakes though. Gotta calm down with those jabs. It was a really stupid spin slash that I tried to do. It's very rare that people that I fight overextend their drags. It's kind of nice to know that I'm not the only one that makes that mistake. Makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Because the amount of times I try to drag a slash, happens mostly with my slashes, to infinity and beyond, and then by the time I move it into them, it's no longer an attack. Endless pain, man. Especially when I am then smacked for it. Wasn't this guy using the one-handed sword? Or maybe I have him confused. I mean, you can switch to anything at any time.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, it's this dude who's fashioned. I copied. Excuse me. What's that, a rapier? Oh, shit.
It's victorious!
That probably looks scary.
3, 2,
Battle axe is a very good weapon.
fight!
Yes.
It's one of those weapons that's slow, but it does have competitive viability. That rapier heavy slash was really slow. Oh,
Agatha is victorious!
it's a very scary weapon to move against. It's pretty much, in a way, an objectively better version of them all. They hit for pretty much equal damage in the sense of they're killing people in the same amount of hits, except the battle axe is better at fighting multiple people because it can slash through.
Agatha is victorious!
But they can be manipulated in the same way, dragged in the same way, exhaled in the same way. Battle axe riposts are terrifying. What? Very nice patience. Ouch. Ouch. Show me.
Order is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Fall back to the line! Agatha is victorious. Match point, Agatha.
I think they're even the same range. They look like they're the same range. That was so rude what I just tried to do there.
Agatha is victorious. Together for the light, brother.
What's the one that the announcer uses? It's white and gold. I think it's this one. White and gold. White and blue. Blue and white. My god. English. Language.
Stay with me.
What time is it? It's gonna be 8:20 soon.
Tournament grounds.
What is that person's name? I give up already.
5, 4, 3,
Log sword. Alright.
1. Fight!
This is gonna get crazy, I bet. I definitely expect this person to jab me at some point. Oh, that's a lot of dodging.
Is victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight!
Ooh, wow. That was nice.
Agatha is victorious. 3, 2.
It's like in For Honor when they just stand over your body.
Fight!
I wonder why people buy all those emotes in For Honor just to never use them. Are emotes like especially for BM? There's the jab. Okay, I think this person's panicking a lot. They seem to be very twitchy. A lot of dodging. Especially as a knight, you can't do that. It's just gonna drain stamina.
Fight!
As the Vanguard, you're definitely a lot more inclined to dodge. I even read the feint too. Yeah, that is way too much dodging. Way too much dodging.
3, 2, 1. Fight!
Notice, I'm not even doing too much. I'm just doing slash drags, really. I was still in recovery there. No, I remember that person did that last time. I shouldn't have done a heavy. That was a mistake. Definitely is trying to keep me at a sweet spot of range, I notice. Especially while I'm doing these gambles. Oh man, this dodging. Look.
The Order is victorious.
You cannot dodge that much.
Match point. Mason.
It'll work a couple times, but overall it's just gonna get you killed. I promise you.
Save me!
No. No. There you go. That was nice. Went right around my block. This person plays weird.
Match point. Mason. Fight!
I have the slower weapon, so I don't want to swing first. Oh, okay. Alright. What happened to my block? Okay, yeah, there's a weird input delay that's going on in the game. There's something up.
Match point.
After getting hit and stuff, sometimes you get a delay, because I was blocking, but no, I wasn't.
The Order is victorious.
Hope I run into them again. Yeah, do they say anything about that? Nah, the update page is weird. But that's what I read, basically. When you get hit and stuff, there's strange input delay that goes on. I wonder if it's for keyboard and mouse as well. Pickle Tangle.
Arena. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
Right.
Aw, what a shameful miss. I will definitely gamble after getting hit with an Executioner's Axe, because that is one of the slowest weapons in the game. A lot of patience. Messed that up. No. Whew. Right there, aiming at the floor is what saved me from getting hit there. Again, when you aim at the floor, you instantly recover. See?
3, 2, 1.
That saved my life hardcore. Ouch. I knew he was going to do an overhead too, but I wanted him to miss. No. Fool me once and all that.
Agatha is victorious!
God, I wish first person was more reliable in these encounters, but to do all these drags and such, I can't look at them. I would love to, like, let me try this stuff in first person. Maybe you can understand. Oh, very nice. Oh, gorgeous.
Agatha is victorious!
It'll be a little bit easier because he's also using an equally slow weapon.
3, 2,
But against most other matchups where it's a faster weapon, it's just too pivotal to also have them on your screen. Good patience. Oh no, never, never. Do not ever try that again. Look, he's already out of stamina because of that. The reason why he lost stamina so quick is because he revved up a special. Specials take an absorbent amount of stamina, and if it doesn't work and you get interrupted, ooh, you are in for a world of trouble. Only try to do one-handed, or only try to do special riposte with one-handed weapons. Yeah, with two-handed weapons, it's not gonna happen. They're way too slow. And specials don't get riposte properties. You can't block an attack that's incoming by doing that, and they don't get any sped up. Or they don't get sped up. They don't get any sped up is not correct English. If you've heard me sucking on something in between these matches, I'm eating cotton candy. I don't know why I've suddenly gravitated towards using the battle axe. Spicy Pancakes, stellar player that I hear is on the Xbox One. I don't know if this person's upgraded or not. But if you're really playing 328 levels of this game on the Xbox One, I mean, a throne is due. That's I couldn't fathom. Of course, I don't even know what Xbox One ship is like, as I already had my thing. Come on, let's play the game.
Right.
Come on. Yeah.
No! I cannot be defeated!
Oh, I was dirty.
He's victorious!
The light is fading. Save yourself.
3, 2, 1, fight!
The light is fading.
All right, come on, come on, come on. Emotes are cool though. Let's play. Come on! Yeah, see? Good players use mechanics. Abuse that fact. That riposte is fast as hell. God damn, that is fast!
Mason is victorious!
That is stupid fast. Holy hell.
2, 1.
What is that, the right trigger slash? Where's his shield? Is this the bug that I've been hearing about where you spawn with a shield and you don't actually spawn with a shield? Come on. Oh, disgusting.
Victorious. Pull back. 3, 2, 1, fight.
Must be.
The light is fading. Fall back, my brothers.
I never heard the voice crack before. Oh, damn. Oi! Oh, that would have been so cute. No! I saw it coming too.
Even I am impressed. 3, 2, 1, fight.
The out of breath breathing really sells these matches.
Fall back to the line. We will barely tell your weapon.
Very smart dodges. He's dodging when he sees he messes up the counter. Oh, I was expecting a feint there. Yep, saw that coming. Very nice, I went right around my block. It's harder to abuse the turn cap since they have fixed it. Usually against spears, I would just walk around riposte. It was very funny.
I deceive you not. Victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight. Retreat. Fall back to the line. Retreat. Retreat. Save yourself. Fall back to escape.
Get away from me with that. This is really stupid.
Match point, Agatha.
This is a really good match.
Fall back, my brothers! This position is our victory! Hold it!
Alright, come on.
You remind me of the great thing that I have done.
Ouch. Ow! Where's my battle axe?
No.
It'd be too easy to kill you with a one-handed axe. I'm expecting him to jab me at some point. 2 stabs? Never did that before. Yeah, another thing you can do against really good players is don't use a certain maneuver until the last match. Like there, I never did a stab to stab before, so of course he wasn't going to be ready for that. That was great.
Fear not, brother, I am here.
It's already been 2 hours, bro. If you suck off Rockstar even after they've done all these crappy things, you really need to evaluate yourself. Stop supporting them. I could agree. I hope Red Dead 2 isn't the last great thing that came from Rockstar. They need to do some pickup.
The fighting pit.
Dudes have been slacking. Lord Mangler. Who is burning to death? Do you hear that? Jesus Christ. The out-of-breath breathing constantly. The screaming to death. You bring the lights. Thanks.
4, 3, 2, 1, fight! Yes! Yes, my lord.
You're playing, right? Ooh, that was a... That was an extreme maneuver.
3, 2, 1, fight! Fall back, my brothers!
You're playing, right? Okay, good. Whoa! I will absolutely gamble after that. A missed jab takes a lot of stamina. If someone misses a jab and they start to backpedal like that, pour on the offense, because a jab takes the same stamina as a dodge.
1,
It's very bad to miss those. Whoa, nice feint. What the hell was that? Did he try to do a like 180 slash? That looked funny.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Whoa!
Agatha is victorious!
Those jumping overheads terrify people.
Match point, Agatha. Fight! Retreat!
You're playing the game, right? I mean, this dude doesn't even seem that bad.
Agatha is victorious!
What does verily even mean? Verily, I guess. I'm trying to think of the way they use it in this game. Verily, my brother. One of the demigods' yes lines is verily. Yes? Is it really just that simple? Yes? A confirmation? It will happen? In a weird way, I'm a bit saddened that the English language has devolved into what it is now. The only new age word that I will still accept is swag. I will not let the word swag die. Drip is just a B-tier version of the S+ word swag. You can't cringe at the word swag and then unironically say drip.
Arena!
You can't be an archer, right? I mean, I'm still gonna select it just to see what happens. I really want to watch that arcane show, just for its animation style.
3, 2,
That trailer, I mean, it had me hooked just looking at everything. It's crazy.
the order is victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
I retreat!
I think this dude's still in learning. So, I mean, I feel no satisfaction in this.
Man for himself!
3, 2, 1,
But,
fight!
again, back to those people who are like, if you run into someone like this, you should alter your playstyle. What should I do? How do you alter your playstyle to accommodate for someone who's new? Do you stop slashing and overheading?
Order is victorious!
What does that look like? I can't talk to them,
3,
so I can't, like, show them mechanics that work.
fight!
Every man for
The
himself!
order is victorious!
Trailers still have no sound. They never have. They never have.
Keep moving.
You know what would make this helmet look really good? Good-looking Mason Vanguard armor. It looks so wrong on everything. I mean, are they still trying to sell the idea that the Masons are a bunch of dirty scavengers and stuff? They've been ruling for 20 years. Improve your attire. Oh god, out of breath breathing and a heartbeat too. Oh my god. It's just missing... Yep, there it is. Someone on fire screaming. I can't. This game.
4, 3,
You know, I don't even hear the heartbeat when it happens.
fight!
That's how used to it I am. Another person who's gonna be jabbing. Yeah, let me never do a heavy attack versus this. This is very embarrassing for the both of us. What the hell are we doing? How do you have so much stamina? Oh yeah, when you get disarmed, you get a burst of stamina. I forget.
3, 2, 1.
Let me not do that again.
Turn back! Retreat!
Oh. Is this another one-handed sword that I have to chase down? That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. Where'd you go? I'm waiting for a jab, like he did the first time.
It's victorious!
I do not understand why, while using the one-handed sword and shield, you are going to constantly backpedal. It is one of the best weapons to be aggressive with, and yet I must chase these people down. I can't swing first. That thing's too fast.
He's victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight! Pull back!
That felt very nice.
Victorious! We will not fall this day! Match point, Agatha. Fight! Fall back to the line!
Dude, what is this playstyle? It's so devoid of gameplay. I'm going to assume people play like that just because they're scared of the back and forth exchange, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I've spoken enough about the subject. Wait, do you actually get a reasonable amount of XP in Duel, but just not gold? Because I noticed I keep leveling up a lot. Why not both? Why not XP and gold? Matter of fact, why not every time you level up, 10,000 gold and 100 crowns? By the way, if this game ever implements a prestige system, I am not prestiging. The number must continue to swell. Is that 2 people burning to death that I hear?
The fighting pit. Arena!
Goodness me, man. What the hell is this mode? Just listen to this. This is a cacophony. How does this happen? I can't.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Is this the same dude? I think it is.
Fight!
Dude, he plays exactly like this other dude. This other dude I was fighting. Who would just constantly back up and then randomly use the game's mechanics. I mean, what is this playstyle? Is it a playstyle? It's so weird.
Is victorious!
I wouldn't even dare pretend to play like that against someone.
Fight!
Like, what if I don't chase him? What if I just stand here? It's not even like an issue of, you know, we're taking turns, you know, with each attack, the person then advances. He doesn't advance. It's constantly backing up. Look at him.
is victorious.
I've had people do this in For Honor too. Really, any melee
3,
game with
2,
weapons,
1.
people kind of
Fight!
devolve into this. Look, he runs up, and then it's time to back up. I mean, why even pretend that you're going to advance?
The order is victorious.
I hate it,
3,
personally.
2, 1. Fight!
Oh, wow, he blocked that one. Very nice. Unlike me.
The order is victorious. 3,
The screaming is coming from back there.
1. Fight!
Dodge. What are you doing?
The order is victorious.
He's like right there. Behind him.
Fight!
Interesting.
Fall back!
You're not gonna backpedal with a Dane axe. So disappointing that every update completely washes away the stats. It's so whack. What game? What game does that? I was so excited to see how many kills and stuff I'd gotten with a pickaxe, and then just boom, everything's washed. Crying shame.
I will stand by you.
That looks really weird.
Tournament crowd.
Okay, it's smutty. I can't bully with a one-handed weapon. I'd feel terribly guilty. Why don't I just match with the greatsword? There's a...
5,
That's pink,
4,
really? That's
3,
so pretty.
2, 1. Fight!
If I'd known, this won't be the first time I've thrust my sword into a member of your family.
The order is victorious.
Your mum's like a feast. Always spread out all over
3,
the table and
2,
such.
1. Fight!
Typically, spoils of war from
Ouch, that was disgusting. What do good players do? They feint, which means gamble. Oh, I almost didn't block that. I don't know what I'm doing right now.
The order is
God, with the
victorious.
greatsword, I just
You
goof
look
off.
like you've had enough. Unlike
3, 2,
It's such a fun weapon to just run around with.
fight!
your mother. Bless the old hag.
Aye.
Agathon is victorious.
Let me stop.
3, 2, 1. Fight!
Try not to scream. We've heard enough of that from your banshee mum.
Look, even still, the instinct to just jab is there. Oh, that was disgusting.
The order is victorious.
When we die, we're really gonna wonder why we bothered at all.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Who cares?
Look, even from this far, it's there, I understand. Uh-oh, ouch. Nope, good player's faint. Good player's faint, man. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta learn from the mistakes.
Match point, Mason.
This is why I like fighting good players. It allows me to act foolish. Aye! Stop trying to jab me, somebody! You fool!
But not even your brother could love that.
I fully understand. It's embedded in your muscle memory. You play all this team objective, all this free-for-all, people let you do the same things to them. I can do the same counter-slash into overhead feint to kill 99% of players. I can hit, dodge backwards, punish the riposte every time. Every time someone hits you, free jab, without fail, until it stops working. And you just can't get it out of your head. It's like an addiction. Even when you're miles away from the opponent, they can't break the habit. Such a thing. Such a crazy thing. Alright, Spicy, pray for me. Let me use my beautiful hammer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
Fall back. The pay ain't quite known. This is what her offspring look like. Or you never approach your mum in the first place.
Yeah, that's gonna be dangerous. That's an easy gamble.
Sounds good. Who gives a rat's arse anyway? When we die, we're really gonna wonder why we fucked.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Typically, spoils of war come after the fight. Your mum, though, she was quite.
Stay out of my way.
Ouch. No. Damn, that was too slow. Maybe if I did it a bit faster, I did hesitate for a second.
3,
You know what I should have done, actually?
Slash! Fight!
Your mother, boy, don't get me started. Lord knows she can't get me finished.
Alright, no shield. Lord knows where that shield is. Oh god. It's disgusting.
Your mother, boy, don't get
3, 2,
You have the knight screaming constantly in the background.
Like you can peg it, boys, peg it.
Oh, I wanted the punish. My turn.
Try not to scream. I've heard enough of that from you, banshee mum.
3, 2, 1, fight!
That was really funny.
You look like you've had enough. Unlike your mum.
I'm surprised, honestly, that my attack came out. That turn cap. Yeah, you can't abuse movement now. If that was before they buffed it again, he would have just missed and gotten walloped.
Your mum is like a feast. Always spread out all over the table and such.
I'm gonna have to do a lot more excels because the drags are pretty predictable. Oh, that was so good too! Why you constantly move around? Oh, that felt great. These are really good fights with pancakes.
Match point, Mason. Fight!
Your mother? Bless the old hag's heart. Barren as a dry gulch, and yet she can...
Ouch. Saw it coming. Oh. Disgusting. The ball.
Surely there's room in your crew for an slay them all!
Yeah, another reason why movement is very important, as you saw. Jabs in their non-existent range, moving around real funny, they might just miss them. You don't need to waste time or waste stamina dodging if you can just get the momentum up. A pretty viable strategy is to build up speed and then keep that momentum as you fight the person. If possible. Of course, try not to overdo it to the point where it's getting you hit in the back on the sides and you're trying to fully cheese the person. But there's always a time for everything.
The fighting pit. Arena!
Jesus Christ, just all the sounds in these matches, it's making me sick. How do these... How does this happen? Like, is there an invisible Agathian?
One.
Why is he on fire?
Save yourselves! Make it so.
Ouch. Ouch. No! I should have moved more into him. Maybe even did it heavy.
Three.
I want to try to use these specials.
One. Fight! Yes.
I've come. Oh, Poleaxe. Poleaxe hits a fine balance of just being obnoxiously slow, even though it's not the hardest hitting weapon. It's a very weird one. I like it overall, but man, this thing is tricky to use at times.
Just another piece.
At times, this feels like the slowest weapon in the game. I don't know why I'm letting him hit me with a bunch of counter feints.
Mason is victorious.
That's entirely my fault.
Aiding me is a three.
What happened to that guy's eye?
One.
Sorry, I just saw a thumbnail.
Save yourselves!
Can't help it! Can't help it, man. I'm telling you, I understand with these jabs. It's so funny seeing everyone make this mistake. This is why I'm very hesitant to do these jabs when I'm getting hit. Despite the fact that every other time in all these other modes, I jab everyone who hits me. Because it just leads to you taking damage. The jab is a interesting mechanic. It's such an interesting mechanic, to where at times you can use it for free, and then other times it just gets you killed.
2, 1, fight! Hold your ground!
Won't be the end of me.
Oh shoot!
Choose my...
Ouch, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake.
I do apologize.
Mason is victorious.
And I was beginning to...
3, 2, 1, fight! We hold the line! We lose too many! Fall back!
He's very patiently waiting for me to do these feints. He's also reading my excels and my drags very well.
Die, honored. Cross swords with you.
Match point, Mason. Fight! Turn back! Retreat!
I can change.
Wait!
Oh, really?
He's victorious.
I refuse to take my first loss.
Save yourself. Match point.
Because I don't think I've actually lost yet.
The light is fading.
Nice turn. Oh, wow. That was a stab. That's my first loss, I'm pretty sure. At least it was to a pickaxe. I just realized the description on the bottom right for the patch isn't even in correct English. It says, this patch address animation. It should be this patch addresses. Seeing a typo in a game is very funny to me. It's perfectly understandable, you know, it's a human error, but just seeing it always makes me laugh.
Arena.
There were not a lot, but there were a couple of typos in Far Cry 3. Excuse me. The word avoid had an E on the description of the flamethrower.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight!
Every man for himself!
Don't. Good. Good player's fate. Ouch.
The order is victorious.
You gotta stop being predictable.
3, 2, 1. Fight!
Save me!
Nice drag. Oh, I just caught that. I just caught that too. Yep, I'm low on health, so of course a jab finisher makes perfect sense. Oh shoot. Oh, I felt great. Yo, I just noticed Smutty pulled out the throwing mallets with swiftness. Very smart. I completely forgot about those. If I acted too cocky, that could have got me killed. That's a slash! No. Never did a stab to stab before, so of course it's gonna work. I'm telling you.
Every man for himself!
3, 2, 1. Fight!
Every man for himself!
I'm pretty sure another reason Smutty's doing all these overheads is because the overheads have such incredible stamina drain with the greatsword. That's a slash. I don't know why I keep falling for that. Oh no! I saw it, but I didn't turn. Ooh, codpiece. Get a nice look.
3, 2, 1.
Kill me.
Fight!
Every man for himself!
The order is victorious.
Bad habits, man. We must all break them.
Match point, Mason. Fight!
Hold him!
I was supposed to have attack already. Aye! That was a drag out of hell for me too. God damn it, Smutty! You must learn! Oh shoot, that was crazy. If it isn't obvious, fighting experienced players is very fun. Especially for me, because I said it earlier, but against smart people, you can act stupid. Because playing smart in this game gets you killed. And I'm not even talking about mistakes like jabbing when someone's backing up to then punish it, but doing things like feinting. If you can read the feint, free damage for you. Just gamble it. I love fighting good players who feint because then I just smack them in the face constantly. And it always makes me laugh. Own those frauds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
I've got you, come on! Got all right, yeah!
Oh, very nice. See, again. No. Again with the slashes, but then the feint every time. Smutty has a combo. When he goes for that overhead, he always tries to feint it into a stab every time.
1, fight!
You must learn.
I was searching for you when I found you.
Oh, very nice. See, every time. Every time, man. Oh, what a duck. That was crazy.
I'll wreck heads again.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Keep an eye on two men. Be my shield.
Where'd you go? Oh, shoot. What is that? Oh. Overhead. No. Bye-bye.
Is victorious! 3,
I should play duels more, just to run into these people. You know what would make it easier, though? A duel server. Nice gamble. Oh, yeah. I did a really weird maneuver there. I don't even know what I did, honestly. I kind of pressed a lot of buttons. I think I feinted a slash into an overhead right there.
Agatha, fight!
Oh, I do declare that your open shield incontinent.
Oh! The feint every time, Smutty! Stop! Oh, shoot.
Mason is victorious!
These are great.
Match point, Agatha.
I like this fashion.
Fight!
Stop it, Smutty! The maul, it's just slow motion, man. I kept that in the air for so long. Oh, man. I love the maul. I love good players. I love this game. Until it shuts off my Xbox. And then I have the rage of my ancestors. Millions of years of evolution. Thousands of grandparents and such to lead me to this moment. To a game. Shutting off my electronic hardware. I don't know what that was. Alright, yeah, I think at the 3-hour mark I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to eat some food, I'm going to relax, and I'll probably be back by tonight. There was a video I was watching, but then I fell asleep. I got to finish watching it. So about 30 more minutes from me. Thing is, there've been some good matches. A bit of a slow start, but picked it up by running into some amazing players.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight! Run for your lives!
Ouch. No. Yeah, I gotta remember. Heavy feints are very dangerous.
He's victorious!
Gotta watch how I use them.
3, 2, one.
I can't get over this fashion. The sun. Ooh, I thought he was gonna jab me. How he moved into me like that. Ouch! Again, the delay, man. I went to do a counter slash, but input delay. God, that's a very bad bug. They gotta fix that.
One, fight!
Literally, the only saving grace is it doesn't happen every time. Oh, nice try, nice try. I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
3, 2, 1, fight! I shall make it so.
Nice spacing. Ooh.
It's victorious!
I should try that jumping overhead nonsense on someone who
3,
stupid good, like
2,
Smitty.
1, fight!
Yes. All right. Yes. My lord.
Oh, overextended. I am goofing off and it's gonna get me killed. Remember, when you hit someone with a heavy attack with some slow two-handed weapons like this, the initiative is not in your favor.
Match
That's why I
point.
panicked there.
Agatha. Fight! Fall back!
Ooh, very nice feint. That was not the play.
Agatha is victorious!
Yeah, you actually get a fair amount of XP in this mode. Not bad. Also, lads, I don't know if I'm going to be the highest level much longer. My man Typer, also on the Xbox, dude is crazy on that grind.
Court guard!
I'm going to guess if he's not level 600 by now, he's like high 590s. Last time I saw him, I think he was exactly 590.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
Boy for a while.
Nice. Good patience. No.
The order is victorious!
You know, this helmet actually doesn't look too bad with this armor set, only because they're both kind of the same metal. Very smart. Ouch. Again, the input delay. It's getting me killed. Nice feint. You did the same feint last time, so I don't know why I fell for that. I'll tell you why. Sucking.
3,
I'm not good at this game.
1, fight!
Compared to the best.
Lost, lads.
Oh, not the time to dodge, too.
Victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
Quit your yapping, your breath.
The only accolade I will give myself on this game is being just above average, and nothing more.
The order is victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
Do you mean to wrap it on until I stove in your head?
I don't know why I just tried to gamble with a maul. If you don't counter these, you will lose the stamina battle, my friend. Oh, God! I think he dodged again at the wrong time.
Match point, Mason. Fight!
Is that a
This
two-handed
won't be
spear?
the first time I thrust my sword into a member of your family.
Oh, God, disgusting. I'm so sorry. Don't believe initiative in this game. There is no such thing as initiative. Battery is about
Tournament crowd.
half dead, so I think before this concludes in about 20 minutes, I'm going to have to switch it. That's not the same guy, that's another person.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight!
Sorry, sir, let me just get drip on my weapon. Alright. He looks like the Agatha announcer. Okay, like everyone and their mother, he knows how to counter slash.
The order is victorious. 3, 2.
I'm sure I could actually get my mother to counter that. Don't you dare. Don't do it again. You will have no stamina. We call that dodging.
The order is victorious.
You know what I hate more than one-handed swords and shields? Throwing knives.
Fight!
I've wrestled sows that would make...
Seriously, I hate them more than archers.
You.
The order is victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight! The order is victorious.
He probably has no idea what just happened. He probably just got taken back to Chivalry 1 with how I turned my spine to him.
Mason. Fight!
Ooh, we're on the pig's back now, lads. Oh, yes.
That was a foolish heavy. Oh, if only it was a head splat.
I will be by your side, brother.
This is the only face in the game, by the way, that doesn't have bloodshot eyes. In case you think I'm kidding, look at all of them. God dang it. Next time, I'm going to scroll through it. That is the only one in the game that doesn't have just blood red eyes.
The fighting pit. Arena.
It sounds like 4 people are out of stamina. And now someone's just getting torched alive. And a Gathian knight, of course. I can't.
5,
It's so funny.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fight! Retreat!
Don't throw a knife at me. Oh, he couldn't help himself.
Agatha is victorious. 3, 2, 1.
Don't
Fight!
do it. No, do another one. Why would you? You fool. It's not your turn. Oh shoot, and he knows. What the hell is he doing? What the front door was that? Is he animating weird or is it just me? Nice. Yep, no stamina.
Agatha is victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight!
Don't. Be courteous. This dude doesn't even go for counter slashes. I mean, who doesn't go for counter slashes? Yeah, look, he just keeps doing overheads. Is there a jab coming?
Agatha is victorious!
I don't know. I don't know if that does.
3, 2, 1, fight! Yes!
Don't. Look how fast that was. Hold on. Dude, get away from me!
Order is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight!
He barely animates when he jabs and throws stuff. It's so funny. Ugh.
Agatha is victorious.
And his ping, both of our pings are fine, so I don't know what that is.
Match point. Agatha. Fight!
Nice. No. Know your place. Know your place. Oh,
Victorious.
that turned stupid. You can always tell how much a person no-lifes a game by how well they can navigate the game's menus. Like low tier god and how quick he's able to rage quit. Seriously, this dude has the fastest rage quit I've ever seen. It's one frame. You don't even see him pull up a menu or anything, especially because most games when you go to quit, it asks you to confirm. So this dude's doing the barest minimum 3 inputs that quick.
The fighting pit. Arena.
Like quitting this game is pretty easy. It's just start X A. But what the heck? You can at least see when I do it, right? 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 God.
5, 4.
You know what would make me a happy
2,
Chivalry 2 player?
1.
Giving them all to the
Fight!
footman. The field engineer, as a matter of fact. My nose is itchy. Hold on. Sorry. Alright, I'm here. I'm here. I'm so sorry.
The order is victorious.
God, imagine just getting on this game and I'm the first person you run into.
3,
There are worse players you can get matched up against, but still.
fight!
Aye.
You don't get on a game to get paired up against the highest ranked person. You know what sort of cosmic bad luck that is?
3, 2, 1, fight!
Give it all you got, lad. I'm not gonna lie down and take it. Like your mum.
If I run into Spicy or Smutty again, I'm going to do a bunch of jumping attacks.
3,
Just to see what that's like.
1, fight!
Jumping does cost stamina now. Nice overhead. Damn it! Oh shit!
Is victorious.
That was dumb.
Match point, Mason. Fight!
Very good patience. Let's work on that again. Ouch. Damn it. low stamina.
The Order is victorious!
There's still more to do. Check out the bulletin board. We've got the bullets. Nothing to be afraid of. These quotes are just embedded in my brain from Far Cry. I'm really glad I played that game, though.
Courtyard!
And I'm sure I'll play it again, at least once. I have some stuff I need to finish on it anyway. I want to at least, like, 100% everything, get all the collectibles, outposts, all that. Almost dropped the remote controller, not the gaming controller.
5,
Fumbled that thing like 3 times in the air.
2, 1, fight!
Alright, you know the saying, no drip, no wins. Alright, sir, let's go. You're playing, right? Nice. Another Gavian Knight burning to a crisp over here. What? I'm so sorry. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, dude. What was that? Did I have a lag spike? What the hell is wrong with this game? I feel like an unwashed pig having done that. I don't think that person's going for counter slashes. I keep thinking overheading. They keep overheading.
3, 2,
They think overheading. They think I'm overheading. Oh, I saw that gamble too. Whew. Movement. Important.
Agatha is victorious! Match point, Agatha.
Would I marry them all? Of course I would. So that time the phase through obviously worked against me. There you go. What is going on?
Mason is victorious.
Seriously, what's going on? This must be a server issue where the game's effing up. It can't be us.
Point, Agatha.
Oh boy.
Fight!
Aw, come on. Why am I falling for stabs? Very good patience. Not good enough. Oh yeah, I'm getting hungry. So 10 more minutes for me, and I'm cutting this off. Yeah, I think something's happening with the servers of the game, because that started to degrade heavily, and our pings were fine. By the way, your ping in this game isn't true. Your ping is always a little bit higher than it displays. Right now it says I am lagging out the wazoo, and now it's went back. I do have lag spikes myself, so I can believe if I have a lag spike.
4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
Dude, the sounds. Do you hear this? Oh, it's this dude again. Who we're training slash drags with.
Agatha is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight!
Alright, let's keep it up. Let's keep up these drags, sure. Damn. There you go. Oh, not quite, not quite, not quite. I'm starting to mix up the regulars and the heavies. You really just gotta wait till the thing's in motion. Oh, he's gone. known issues. I could just imagine that meme with Mr. Incredible. Chivalry 2 is about to get an update. Those who don't know, those who know. Every time this game is about to get an update, a giant shiver goes over your body.
Courtyard Arena!
Would you believe me if I said I can't hear all of the sounds that happen now? They just gone mute to me. All the out-of-breath breathing, all the burning to death, all the heartbeats. I don't hear it. I know it's there, but it's just drowned out. I've gone blind to it.
4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
Ouch. Ooh, wow, very nice. The delay! Look at that, again. I revved up a counter slash and it only came out once that thing was about to kill me.
3, 2, 1, fight!
I didn't mean to scream there, that's for sure.
Agathon is victorious!
I never battle cry in this
3,
game.
2, 1, fight!
Let's go. No.
Oh, yeah. And then go on out. Are you having me on?
No. I don't know if this dude's doing this because he thinks I'm like really bad for scuffing 2 rounds, but come on, let's play the game normally.
2, 1, fight!
Yeah.
Much better, sir. That's a interesting looking rapier. I think it's the rusty one. It's all gray.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Try not to scream. Enough of that fancy
The order is victorious!
Yeah, I hope that dude wasn't trying to get disrespectful because I effed up 2 rounds. I mean, we all make mistakes. What the heck?
Good God, your mother makes an ugly face.
Play me like you would play anyone else. Okay, my ping's a little high on this one.
Match point, Mason.
Match point? I've won 4 rounds. What?
Typically, spoils of war come after the fight. Your
Bull crap. What are you doing? Alright, I think I'll have time for about 2 more as everything starts to degrade, both my ping and the servers. So I really just choose the perfect times to bounce out of here, huh? With that fofo. I hope you've been keeping score. I believe I have lost 1 time to spicy pancakes.
I've got you!
I think the rest of those have been wins. Of course, I don't actually keep score. It's not that freaking serious. Please, just enjoy the game. Isn't it so beautiful that this game is so fun that it doesn't even need progression, like a battle pass system to keep people playing? We all just play it because we like the gameplay. Not many games can say they can do that to their player base. Have people just play out of enjoyment. Every game nowadays seems to just be stained with things that are meant to keep you coming back for more. But I mean, this game, it just presents itself to you, gapes wide open, and then you plunge in. What? The hell did I just say? Ignore what I said. Game's fun. That's why we play it. Nothing more.
The fighting pit. Arena.
I have to unplug my mic, it's tweaking out.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Oh boy, War Club, so
Fight.
I'm gonna assume that this dude's gonna make me chase him down. Very good patience. I can't swing first versus a War Club, sir. Oh boy. Look at the delay, man. The delay sucks.
The order is victorious.
I hope they fix that soon. And not sometime in December.
2, 1.
Because if it gets you hit, then it can get you killed. That was meant to be a sprint attack. I love the War Club. As a matter of fact, the War Club's my favorite weapon to fight in this game.
The order is victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Wait, you lads are in need of good sellswords.
What's this, bait for a slash?
The order is victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Your mum is known as the queen. Your mother, bless the old hag's heart, barren as a dry gulch at the edge of the king's
The order is victorious.
You look like you've had enough.
Match point, Mason. Fight.
Try not to scream. Your mother, bless the old hag's heart, barren as a dry gulch.
Alright, I'm gonna do one more. Hopefully I can run into the Great Quasi in this last one. I wonder if a good trippy combo against an amazing player would be. Hit them, block the jab, feint riposte into low kick. Would that catch anyone? Because a regular kick, it's way too slow. Anyone can react to that. But a low kick is weird.
Courtyard. Arena.
It looks weird. By the way, I'm pretty sure that thing where you can counter attack into a low kick is still in the game. Which all but confirms damage off of a kick. Last person is General Blue Cat. I like the name. At least it's not orange, because then I'd have to say something that Garfield would say.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Hope we've enjoyed the sounds that have permeated throughout all these matches. Think of them as the sounds of hell.
It's victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Okay, he did that last time, but what are you gonna do with it? Nothing? Okay, this dude's tripping me out. I mean, this is another one of those players that, like, does he know what he's doing, or is he just improvising as he goes?
He's victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight. Cover me.
What are you doing? He's gonna kick me, right? Yeah.
Agatha is victorious!
Way too telegraphed.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Keep an eye on me!
Another reason why I don't use them all in first person. Can't see when you're doing all these cool things. Nice feint. Oh my god, the freezing issue happens in this game, in this mode too, man. It doesn't matter how many people are in the match, it's just a general issue with the game. It doesn't matter. This freezing nonsense happens wherever and whenever. So I'll take this as just another W for me in getting off the game at the perfect time. Aw, disgusting. Finished it with a nice 2 drags. Alright, since the game is freezing a bunch, I'm sure it's going to show up on my Xbox in a second. If you were there with me live, I appreciate the company. Thank you very much. Restock before you head out. Jesus Christ, this game sucks!